Good morning, everybody. Welcome along for another great day in the World Cup. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of the group stages now, and we've got both Group A and Group B getting their way to the end of round 2 of their 3 games today. We're going to focus, understandably, with our home nations tilt here on Group B. So we're going to be doing Wales versus Iran. Right now, we'll be back later on for England versus the USA. It's going to be a vital day for both England and Wales. And with that being said, if you are there in the chat already, do get me your pre-game predictions. How do you see this one going for the Welsh? The state of play is as follows, and we make a lot of predictions and prognostications about how this could go, but this is just such a vital game for the Welsh, isn't it? So they drew the first game 1-1 against the US. And there is this kind of feeling that you could get USA and Wales tied up on 4 points at the end. It could even go down to goal difference. We mustn't get too ahead of ourselves. Obviously, Wales will be favourites in terms of this game today, with Iran losing 6-2 in the opening game. So the first question is, can Wales get a win? And then can they really, really put the pressure on the United States? If, for example, today the Welsh won by 2 and the United States lost by 2 against England, you then have a 4-goal and a 3-point lead going into the last game. And then we're talking about swings and roundabouts and big goal swings on the last day required for the USA to even get past the Welsh. They can really, really put themselves in the box seat if they can get a win. And perhaps, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, they can get a win by more than 1 goal. Look, the 3 points is the vital thing. We all know that for the Welsh. Can they do it? We'll get into that in just a sec. Let's say some hellos in the chat. Welcome, Ewan, Alistair, Jay, cheeky £2.50 on Wales, Holland, England, all to score 2 or more. You love to see it. Sam, welcome. Drop a quick message. Can't stay for as long as I'm at the game. You're at the game, are you, Sam? Are you in Qatar? Very nice if you are. Not bad odds indeed. Morning, Vindaloo. Atto. Oh, hello from Brazil. Unbelievable scenes. Morning, everyone. I assume that means come on the Welsh. Mike, who actually lives in Wales. So there you go. He's got a very vested interest in this one. Peter, welcome, sir. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Get me your predictions in. Can the Welsh win? Can they win by 2 as well? That does feel like it would really heap the pressure on the United States going into a hard game with England tonight. Could we get England and Wales qualifying from Group B here to go on and face teams from Group A? They're playing today as well. Netherlands and Senegal and Ecuador and Qatar all going at it today in the middle 2 games. Here comes Carlos Queiroz with a very nice gold chain, has to be said. I guess if you work for Manchester United and Real Madrid, you can probably afford one. Let's get into the teams and you can give me your thoughts on those as they came through. We have watched both of these teams before on the channels. We've seen 100% of their football. Obviously, Wales drawing with United States. Iran getting a bit of a battering off the English. Iran, well, can't be much worse, can it? Obviously going down 6-2 and really crumbling, frankly, in their first game. Wales improved in the second half of their game against the United States. And they've kind of gone for that setup. We'll get into the teams. Kiefer Moore, the big guy up top, starting for the Welsh. Is that a good move? It's Henessey in goal. Mepham, Rodden and Davies. That was exactly the same. Williams and Roberts. Ramsey, Ampadu, Wilson. So it's Dan James who misses out. Bale and Moore up top. I guess it makes some sense. Can you be solid? Can you get the ball into, let's be honest, your wide players, Williams and Roberts, Wilson, creative, obviously. Can he get up and support more? And the great Gareth Bale, who did, of course, score. He's Gareth Bale. He always scores for Wales. Foot Mob, that have been quite accurate there, have gone for a 4-4 F-2 for Iran. I think they were a 3 in the first game, if I remember correctly. Henessey in goal. Remember, their keeper, horrible smash in the face. He got in a concussion, so we hope he's recovering. He's not fit to play today. Again, all pronunciations here are made in good faith. So I'll try my best with the Iranian players' names. It's Mohammadi and Rezain are the fullbacks. Henessey and Poragli Ganji, who we had a great struggle with all of the last match. We do hope he gets plenty of touches, because that'll probably mean the Welsh are on the attack, won't it? Golizadeh, Nurali, Ezatali, and Safi. So a couple of the substitutes that didn't start the last game are starting this one. Carlos Queiroz, understandably, ringing the changes. Taremi did score twice against England, didn't he? So he is filling his boots. The Porto striker is probably not going to get more than 3 games if he wants a Golden Boot challenge. So he probably needs a hat-trick in the groups, which always helps in terms of the Golden Boot. Azmoun of Bayer Leverkusen, I believe the BBC was saying, not fit enough to start the first game there. Very emotional. This Iranian national anthem, obviously, they chose not to sing, and you can see a few of the Iranian fans maybe thinking more of their country and the problems there rather than the football. The Welsh fans applauding the national anthem there. Look, we understand that some things are kind of more important than football, but from the football side, we all remember that incredible Brazil-Germany game where the Brazilians got way too emotional in the national anthem, and we think perhaps got too hyped up by all of that. You do then have to get back into the game afterwards with all the correct acknowledgement of the reason why it might be an emotional national anthem for the Iranians at the moment. Let's go back into your comments. Colt, got a wager on Big Kiefer. Wales to win 2-0. 1-1 draw for Ewan. Alistair, who would you want to play? Ecuador or Senegal? Oh, good question. I'd be happy with either of them as long as it's not Netherlands. If that's not a fudge of an answer there. Hello, Pumpkin. Are you well? Is that Weller or Welsh? I am not Welsh. I'm very English, but good luck to the Welsh today. Can always get behind the home nations, cover the championship. 2 Welsh teams in there. Are Iran motivated? Well, we will see. Morning to Ian. Good to hear from you. Welsh national anthem smashes everybody else's national anthem. I must admit, I know this is not a popular view for an Englishman. I am a sucker for the German national anthem. That is so rousing, isn't it? English national anthem is rubbish, isn't it? Anyway, my father is from Wales, but I grew up in Canada. Nice. 6-1 Wales. I'm not sure about that, Eugene, but there you go. I am sure about smash the like button. That is a good strike. Go get him, Big Kiefer. Lots of eyes on Big Kiefer. Lots of tactical nuances, but sometimes if you've got a big guy, get him in there. Get him up there and get him causing trouble. You know, you can have all the most skillful players in the world, but can you defend a good cross and a good header and a big guy with good movement and good aerial ability? Can be hard work, especially if he's got Gareth Bale right next to him or close to him as well. Cheers, everybody, this morning. If I could appeal to your better nature and ask you to hit the like button, really helps us out here with the YouTube channel. We're trying to cobble our way through. Obviously, in the main, we're focused on English football and particularly the Championship. And that's not happening for the next few weeks. So we're trying to keep the content going. We really appreciate your support. I know some people are taking a break from football while the World Cup's on, and they'll be back, and we'll see them on December the 10th or whenever it is. But I know a lot of people, like me, just love their football and will be watching right the way through. So we really, really do appreciate your support. If Bale gets booked, he'll miss the England. Interesting. I didn't know that, Peter. We'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, facing Wales, is easier if Gareth Bale is not playing. So, yeah, we will definitely keep an eye on that with our England hats on. Germany, America, Welsh, the best national anthem. Come on, the Wales. We are ready to go with this one. Wales versus Iran, Group B. Wales really need to win this, don't they? You wouldn't want, if you were a Welsh fan, you wouldn't want to be going into the last game against England really, really in need of a result, unless there's a situation which we have spoken about. We kicked off, by the way. We have spoken about since the start of the tournament with the scheduling, in that we know England win tonight and they're through. Could England rest some players and be slightly off it in the last game? There is that perk for the Welsh that the United States, presumably, hopefully, and lots of guessing games here and speculating, hopefully don't get. Right, I'm watching on BBC One HD. I'm on a dish. If you're on your Wi-Fi, that ball was rolling. That free kick there, they missed that one, didn't they? If you're watching, on BBC iPlayer or on a smart TV, you might be a bit behind me. So I'll give you a timestamp in about 10 seconds when we get to 1 minute and we can all get synced up together. Do remember, the chat will still be operating in real time if you do pause me. So if you want to avoid spoilers, we'll be at 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Sync. Not the best sync I've ever done. I rushed that one, didn't I? But away we go now with Ramsey playing it into Roberts at right wing back. Home goes Chris Mepham, and Wayne Hennessey plays that one out to Ben Davies. Iran pressing fairly high up on the Welsh back three. There's the first flick on for Kiefer Moore. And maybe here comes the first attack for Iran. Volleyed cross is not a good one at all. Let's go to some more comments then. God love the game, especially after the second goal last night. Oh, a tremendous goal by Richard. Actually, let me know, what's your goal of the tournament so far? Probably is that Richarlison one for me. For the narrative, the second Saudi goal was sensational, wasn't it? But, lovely flick by Kiefer Moore. And Harry Wilson has run off him. Wilson knocks that one inside. Nako Williams hits the shot over the bar. Good start by Wales there. If the tactic is get it to Kiefer Moore, run off him, it's working so far. 2 a.m. in Canada, staying up to support the Wales. Hang in there, David James. Italian national anthem is a great one. Yes, it is. They are sadly not here, are they? Scottish national anthem is great. US national anthem. Maybe we should do a video on the anthems. Goal kick from Iran has gone straight to Rob Page, the Wales manager. As you can imagine, that wasn't the plan. Possession given away lightly there. Chased into the corner. Is that going to be a corner for the Welsh? He gave a throw in and then he gave a goal kick, the linesman. Safe to say, he didn't have a clue what to give there, bless him. Goal kick given. Make that happen. Don't start tempting fate, Joe. I'm not reading that one. Goal kick to the Iranians. Husseini will take it. He's going long. Can he be a bit more accurate with this one? Wales 0, Iran 0, 3:30 on the clock. Header flicked on by, or aiming for, Azmoun up front there. Not managing to get it up to him. One in midfield. Little reverse ball. Nicely worked by Iran. Here is Safi. Tries a little clip over the top. Nice idea. Not quite there on the execution. League One, League Tour this weekend. Where are you going, Ian? Saeed Ezzatoli played a few games for Reading on loan at the start. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. I think I did know that, but I'd forgotten. Someone mentioned that. How did he do for Reading then, Alistair? There's one in behind to chase. That's excellent from Chris Mepham. Comes across on the cover from right centre back and just heads that one home. Ramsey clipped forward. Poor ball, though, by Ampadu. Bit loose with the passing so far. Both sides, you'd have to say, in this last couple of minutes. Barnsley versus Crewe. Sounds good, Ian. Let me know if you're vlogging it. I'll take a look. So online, a lot of fans. There's a few Welsh fans partying in Tenerife. Good halfway house if you can't get out to Qatar. I like it. Gareth Bale started his career playing left back at Southampton. Yes, he did. He was one of those players, though, certainly was always going to be moved forward. David, which club do I support? I support, you've probably never heard of them, Ipswich Town. But for the next 4 weeks, I support England. And really enjoying the World Cup and really enjoying covering it. And thank you, everybody, for the support. Crossed in from the right-hand side there. Danger. The Welsh centre-backs, we said this in the first game, are good head-it, kick-it players. They defended that type of attack from the USA well. They've been forced to do so. Iran just on top at the moment. Morning, Helen. Morning, Matt. What a legend. Wishing you lots of goals this morning. Yeah. Well, we got a worldie last night, Matt, from Richarlison, so happy with that. But yes, I think Matt was with us the other day for that atrociously unentertaining. Is that a word? Unentertaining. I'm just trying to avoid saying dull or boring. I fear Ramsey is getting a history and reputation, getting in on history and reputation. It's no bad thing, is it? You've got to trust your experienced players. That is worth something, isn't it? For sure. Asmoon, surely it's come from an offside position there. He hits the shot low, straight through to Henessey. Looked decent for a few games, didn't play when Gomez came in. Interesting. Kiefer Moore was once at Ipswich. I know, he was terrible, wasn't he? As Ian said, loaned out to Rotherham and much better utilised there. Wrong place, wrong time there for Big Kiefer at Ipswich. And here he is on the ball. He was expecting to win another throw-in there. Matt thinks the Millers will stay up. I had them to go down before a ball was kicked. Obviously, we have far more information now. Maybe I could be convinced to change my mind on that in terms of Rotherham. As ever, all predictions are made in good faith. Do not take them personally. Remember, Rotherham selling key centre-back and centre-forward. And then the manager left as well. Not that I knew that when I made my predictions before the season started. David, get out of here. I always appreciate hearing someone supporting a relatively small. The mighty Ipswich Town. We know our place, don't you worry. Little feed in. Oh, nice dummy. It looks fairly lively, this front two. It looks better with Asmoon alongside Taremi, doesn't it? We're trying the old Dwight York, Andy Cole run over it trick there, weren't they? There's a little feed through. Ramsey tries to turn, just gives the ball away. Fed forward early again, looking for Asmoon. He looks very lively up top. Didn't start the last game for Iran, but he's constantly making runs in behind. Williams wins a throw-in for Wales down the left. 8:52 gone. Fairly even Steven thus far. Who is the best Welshman to play for your club? Good question. Mark Bowen. He was a great player for Norwich, wasn't he? Ramsey curls the cross in, cleared away, headed back out. Ramsey, nice header down to Roberts. Oh, nice ball over the top. Is Roberts going to get there? Sorry, I'm wrong. That was not a nice ball over the top in the end. Best Welsh player for Ipswich. I'm probably missing someone completely obvious. Remember we had Geraint Williams, who was capped for Wales whilst playing for for Ipswich. Johnny Williams. Would you say this is a must-win for both? Yes, absolutely. Particularly for the Welsh, because they didn't lose their first game. TV on mute, listening to you is very flattering when that's done. We do appreciate people. They turn the commentary off and they listen to us on here. Chris, there you go. Tom Lawrence, not bad shout, is it? A good loanee for Ipswich recently. Best Welsh player as a Fulham fan, Simon Davies. He was very handy, wasn't he, for Fulham? Did he play for Tottenham before or after? Good player, Simon Davies, wasn't he? Wayne Miller's, yes, I agree with that, Ian. It's been a historical problem there, talking about Rotherham and the Championship. They've been good at home and really bad away, and almost reversed the last few games, hasn't it? So that's encouraging. Obviously, Ian, you're going to want to see a balance there. But yes, some really good good away results thus far. Impressive stuff. Probably say A.D. Williams, Hal Robson. I'll give you a couple of good ones there. Let us know your best. Great shout, whoever put that in, you and in the chat. Let us know who your best Welsh player is for your club. It's been some brilliant work. I mean, I've got Ian Rush in the studio. We're talking a different level for most of our players we're going to pick out there, because he was a hell of a player, Ian Rush, wasn't he? Nice sweet shout. Roberts now right-hand side of the box. Roberts puts the cross in. Kiefer Moore. Oh, good chance, good save. It was so similar to the Sterling goal for England there, where the cross comes in from the right and Moore prods it goalwards. He's fallen on his back inside the 6-yard box. So I'm assuming he was just outside the 6-yard box when the chance came in. And he's put it straight at the keeper, either side, and he scores that, doesn't he? It's so close. Good save by the keeper, but like Sterling's one that went in the corner, you got no chance from that range there. Oh, John Hartson or Craig Bellamy. Yeah, a couple of players there. John Hartson, Matt, I served when I used to work in a hotel when he played for Coventry against Ipswich, actually, and he gave me a lovely big tip as well. Nice, kind guy. John Hartson, welcome, Mr. Radio Floyd. First came back home to Bristol City, actually. Hit Queon Edwards, yeah. Kick to the face. Did he cut one in the face there? Big Kiefer. I think he possibly did. Let's know your best Welsh players for your club. Some great shouts in there in the chat. Good topic. And don't forget to hit the like button as well. See if we can draw a few people in at this early hour, pre-midday football. We love it. We hope you're enjoying it too. If you're working from home, or if you're not working from home and you just flip the phone up on YouTube and you're following along, we do really appreciate you joining us. I'll tell you what, it's bloody cold in my converted garage here. But I can't win. Sometimes with a tiny little heater, you crank it up and it's not a nice heat. You want it to just heat the room slightly, but yeah, it's taking its sweet time. And then, of course, we're not going to be in here for 7 hours. Although, actually, I might do some work in the office in the meantime. I'm sure if I go inside, the missus is going to have a list of jobs for me to do anyway. So, Bale, trying to work his way down the right. Is that the first time we've mentioned Bale? Have we mentioned Bale yet? Where's Burns for Ipswich? Should have gone. Yeah, he's close. I can understand why they put Gunter in, though. They've really wanted to keep that squad together. John Hartson came in for Cobb. Final 10 games, scored loads. Too late. Finished 19th. He was a handful, wasn't he, John Hartson? Massive bloke. In the office, headphones in. Nice one, Chris. Absolute legend. Clip that one up. Always. Plenty of Welsh fans. I love these bucket hats the Welsh girls have got on there. Absolutely tons of them been sold there. Someone's made a bit of money out of that, haven't they? Good luck to them. Hey? Wilson. One back by the Iranians. Early forward again. Nice flick on. Now, can he get a good tackle? Well played there, Chris Metham. He started the game well, actually. The Brentford, Bournemouth player now, isn't he? Oh, little feed through. Oh, it's going to be a huge chance. The ball's in the net. Surely the offside flag is going to go up. He just got ahead of his man there. It was Golizade. They flashed up goal. I think this is going to get ruled out for offside. Rob Page has his head down. He's just waiting for the VAR check. I'd like to see a replay. I thought it was offside on first glance. We're all kind of waiting to see here. Let's have a look. Connor Roberts with a really poor ball. Through it goes. Oh, not this one. He's offside, isn't he? Yeah, this goal's going to be chalked off. My instinct was correct. I'm pretty certain that as Azmoun slips that one through, Golizade is offside. Looks a fairly obvious one. I think they're going to rule this one out. Yeah, offside. Right decision. VAR intervening correctly there, and the Iranians' goal is disallowed. I do agree with that. Rush of blood. He shouldn't run ahead of his man there because it's an easy pass and an easy tap-in there. Yeah, just off on the last pass, wasn't he? Agree with you. Hartson was a really, really nice guy. He was rooming with David Thompson. Do you remember David Thompson who played Coventry? I think signing from Liverpool. Would that be right? Know how you feel. The missus giving me the chores. No shopping this morning. There we go. Let off for the Welsh. Yeah, I agree with you guys that, I assume Golizade is not often in goal-scoring positions like that, and you would have expected a striker just to be a little bit cooler with his emotions and hold the run. Morning, JYE. Here comes Bale. Theatrically going down, I have to say, and winning a free kick. I think he's hoodwinked them there, Gareth Bale, with all his experience. Let's have a look at this. The arm goes across. It's just not a foul, is it? Bale's overrun it. They're trying to shepherd him out. Doesn't look like a foul. There's the Hawkeye on the offside. We appreciate the Hawkeye, but we don't really need it for that one. I think the eye test passed that one, didn't it? It's clearly offside as that one is played. Lias, welcome. Connor Roberts, lucky, but agree with that, Jacob. Poor pass. Bought that. Yes, he did, didn't he, Mike? Gareth Bale, maybe many things. Stupid he ain't. Very clever player. As you can imagine, most of these players who are... How old is Bale, guys? What is he, 35 or something? It was only 33. Look, you get to 33 and you've played so many years at the top level, you're going to have learned a trick or two for sure. Now, what we do know as well from covering Fulham last year in the Championship is that Harry Wilson is very good at free kicks. And we also know that no grappling or shirt pulling is being tolerated. Gareth Bale just trying to calm Chris Metham down. And Harry Wilson lining up this free kick. Good chance for the Welsh here. Can they stick this on the head of one of the centre-backs, or preferably Kiefer Moore or Gareth Bale? Got some really good aerial players here, the Welsh. Wilson sticks the free kick in. Good goalkeeping. Really good punch by Hosseini. Wilson, understandably, just tried to float it under the crossbar. It wasn't a bad free kick. It was good goalkeeping, actually. Now, here's an Iranian counter-attack. They are 2-on-2 down the left. Can the Welsh get across the cover? Galazi plays it too early. Azmoun had turned his back. Chance on the edge of the box. Shot charged down from Nurali. Just not quite on the right wavelength there. He played the pass there, Gulizade, when Azmoun had his back turned. 1926 on the clock. Good game, this. Iran really should have taken the lead. no chance. Big chance. Just running ahead there, Golizade, and was offside in the end. Cross comes in, and Roberts sticks that one down the line. They left one on him there, Roberts. Didn't look like a very good tackle, that. Definitely after the ball had gone. Wales too open defensively. You can understand, though, Mike, on these set plays that they're going to stick the centre-halves forward. With risk may come reward, but you're right. It is a risky strategy. But if you've got Wilson delivering the free kicks and you've got the likes of Davies, Rodden, Mepham, Bale and Moore, you want all 5 of them in the box, don't you? And you are going to be susceptible, easy for me to say, susceptible to counter attacks. Would you to Brennan, Johnson or Moore? I don't think it's mutually exclusive. And I think if this is 0-0 with 70 minutes gone, I think you'll see all of them on the pitch at once because Wales are going to need to score. So you might see, well, throw Wilson in there as well. You might see a midfield 2. Actually, they might have to go to a back 4 then, a 4-2-3-1. But wouldn't you love to see that? Moore, Ramsey, Wilson, Bale, maybe not all 5 of them, and Brennan Johnson on as well. Wales need to calm down. I think Gareth Bale was making that point to Chris Mepham, who's playing well, to be fair, Mepham. But yeah, got to keep those emotions in check, haven't you? Game looks pretty open. Should see a few goals. I hope so. Especially after Croatia and Morocco. It was a bit of a bore fest the other day, wasn't it? You can get good 0-0 draws. That wasn't necessarily the most exciting. Foul there by Ampadu. It was a nice little turn away by Rezane, the right back. Brennan's pace late on could be good. Absolutely. Leon, Iran have been the better team so far. Not sure. I mean, they've had the biggest chance, to be fair to your point there, Leon. I've got this one right down the middle as pretty even thus far. But yeah, in terms of openings, yeah, I would concede. I would concede that. One of these games where I'm kind of 0 in it so far. Even Stephen for me. What are we thinking for England later? Say 2-0 win. I'll take it. Lias, I'll take it. So free kick then to the Iranians. Swept in. Oh, headed goalwards. Not great defending that. Azmoun didn't have to do a lot to get in front of his man. Nice delivery. I mean, he's touch tight there, Joe Rodden, but he's inside him. For all the excitement, there's been a few poor games. Yeah, hopefully we'll avoid them. In the main, only Morocco, Croatia. I've really enjoyed all the other games. Ecuador, Qatar in the second half, and I totally understand it from the Ecuadorians' point of view, was a little bit, okay, we've won. Let's just control this. Big hoof forward, headed away by Rodden. And back in to Wayne Hennessey. Williams. Inside it goes again, and it's back with Hennessey. The keeper. Croatia-Morocco game was awful. It wasn't good, was it? They definitely were both eager not to lose that one. The Moroccans and the Croats. Neko Williams looks hurt. I think they need to get the doctors on for Williams. What happened? Turns inside. Oh, ouch. That is knee on knee. So there's no protection there whatsoever. Ow. Oh, his leg buckled a little bit there as well, Williams. I know it. I know these guys are super fit and super durable, but when they show it in slow motion, which they do, and personally, I don't know about you, I know it's turning a blind eye, but I don't want, especially collisions where they're involving the head, I really don't want to see that in slow motion. Croatia, Morocco will be the final. You heard it here first and last. There's a reason for that we're hearing it here first and last. Don't know if it's possible, is it? Can you be in the same half of the draw and be the final? I think you can, actually. I think it switches out at the semi-finals, and then you could it could come back round in the final. I think I'm right in saying. Wilson in the centre circle. Wilson to Mepham to Bale. That looks like a foul. Not given. Interesting. It's going to be an Iranian throw-in. No, it's not. It's going to be a Welsh throw-in. I'm all over the place. I think the ref's all over the place a little bit at the moment. A few tight calls, maybe just going the opposite direction than the players are wanting. Let's be honest, the players appeal for everything, whether it's their decision or not. Bale chasing into the corner. Hoiked clear by poor Agli Ganji. That's the poor Ali Ganji, excuse me, the 100th different way I've pronounced that name. Here comes Azmoun. Well played, Roden. Excellent defending there. Williams, excellent from him as well. Oh, he turned his man. He just runs it out of play there. Oh, they've given the foul. I thought he'd overran that already. The Iran head clash in the England. Oh, it's horrible, wasn't it? Absolutely horrible. There was another one, Ian, that was just dire. I think it was in Croatia, Morocco. Is that right? Someone got kneed in their head. It was awful. Absolutely awful. I think they should really scale back on the amount of replays. Yes, I totally agree with that, Leon. I understand that that you know, if it's happening, that, you know, maybe showing it isn't the worst thing in the world. I personally don't want to see. I don't want to go all snowflakey and viewer discretion, but particularly for head injuries, I don't know. Can they flash a warning? Or is that too much? Do we need to accept that if we're watching it? I'm a football fan. We admire these guys, but they are at risk when they're going up for aerial challenges. Let's be honest, in 20 years' time, heading will be banned, won't it? But maybe we just need to accept, and maybe I am being too much of a snowflake, but I don't like seeing it. You know, these guys we admire, you know, possibly getting hurt and getting concussed, and we now know what that does to the brain as well. But hey, morning, John. What a legend. Welcome, my friend. Ampadu has not settled well. Feels like Mike, he's the only defensive-minded one in that Welsh midfield. He's going to have to do the defensive work of Ramsey and Wilson in there. Saudi one was bad, wasn't it? I think it was the Saudi. It was another bad head clash. Oh, yes, you're right. You're totally right. It wasn't Morocco. It was Saudi. Saudi, wasn't it? Saudi Arabian from his goalie unintentional. Yes. Wish they just wear helmets. Well, we had Peter Cech for years wearing a helmet. Legend, Pidge. Good channel there, Tailor Made Army there. Met Pidge a few times, actually. In the pub last time, Pidge, wasn't it? There we go. I'm okay with it, but I'm a UFC fan, so yeah, desensitized. Yeah, do they wear helmets in UFC? Or do they not? The difference with UFC, obviously, is that after a couple of head strikes, I think the referees or the umpires or whatever they're called I'm not totally up with UFC. They stop it straight away, don't they, with a couple of blows to the head, don't they? Yeah, Ryan Mace. Oh, God. Not good. Not good. Amount of time the camera spent on Ericsson's, yeah. Lessons. I think lessons have been learned, Ian, there. In defense of the video camera people, I think they didn't quite know what was going on. The real ones were the photographers who were getting in and around it, weren't they? We'll just do a couple more questions. Ball's just been circulated around midfield. Should we stay with the same 11 against USA? I think so, yes. Definitely pub-only meet-up needed. Saudi incident wasn't a header, really. Yeah, that's true. That's why I felt so sorry for the defender there, because the keeper's literally just come fly through and just tiger knees him in the head. Who was it on Street Fighter who used to do tiger knee? Dalsim, was it? Anyone play Nintendo in the early 90s? No helmets, no, but yeah, the refs stop it quickly. No helmets in UFC. No head guards in the UFC. Can vary really quick. Some let the fight goes on. Yeah. Some of the boxing, they have helmets, don't they? They're wearing gloves as well. I think they wear light gloves in the UFC, don't they? As some kind of protection. But hey, you try and take a punch to the head from a UFC fighter and see how we go. Might sound unpopular. I think Wales insisting on playing Bale and Ramsey makes them a worse side. Look like their legs are long gone. Just need to put runners around them, John, don't they? Maybe you're right with both of them. I mean, I'm a big fan of both players. I just don't see how you can not play Bale. Guile. There you go, not Dalsim. Heading won't be banned. Well, let's not be dogmatic, Nick. I think I understand where you're coming from. Don't say heading won't be banned, because you can't say that as an objective fact and you're speaking like it is an objective fact. You can say, I don't think heading will be banned as a matter of subjective opinion. I think it will down the line. I think as we get more and more concussion sort of evidence, I just don't see how players will be heading balls unless they make the balls lighter and lighter. But I think in the end it will be banned. I'm talking years and years and years down the line, but I think it's going to happen. Thrown in, some great Blanca, Sagat, amazing. Could Germany and Argentina get grouped? I don't have the bracket ahead of me. Most things are plausible, either in the semi or the final. Sagat, everything he did had a tiger prefix. Everything I do has got a tiger prefix. I think I might have a tiger drink here. When I went to college, there was a guy called Tiger Man there. He used to come to college dressed in military uniform. He wasn't all there, but he was perfectly happy and everyone respected him. I think heading should be banned for under 16s. I think there are some levels that do have heading banned, don't they? I remember playing five-a-side, and we used to, when you were indoors, there was the lines on the wall and you could play no overhead height. Although, obviously, that's not plausible. Here is Ampadu. Knocks that one into Davies. Ramsey, nice switch of play. Headed on by Williams. Good work. Wilson makes the run forward. Wilson crosses sort of towards the penalty spot. Bale's there. Little collision off the ball. No foul. It's a poor ball by Chris Meffam. He's looking to slide it into the channel for Kiefer Moore there. There you go. Lots of Street Fighter knowledge in here. Who's the best Welsh rock band ever? Manic Street Preachers, surely, isn't it? Can see it being banned in training first. Not sure we'll ever see it banned in matches. I think if we go long enough, John, I think it could happen. Again, I'm talking years down the line. Change is hard for everyone. Change is very hard for football fans. So it'd be something I think that would be very, very gradually introduced, wouldn't it? People are very prickly with mention of the lost profits. I always say separate the art from the artists, and we shouldn't tar the rest of the lost profits band with the actions of the singer that were very... Ethan Ampadu, where is he? He's at Spezia in Serie A. Mepham knocks that one down the line. Agreed. That's why I still watch Chris Benoit matches. Yes, he didn't have a very good last few hours of his life, didn't he? Goldie looking chain. Guns don't kill people, whappers do. I seen it on a documentary on BBC Two. There you go. That is the worst Goldie looking chain impression you've ever heard. But what are you going to do? What you're going to do is you're going to hit the like button if you are enjoying the show. Give us a like. Matt, thinking a draw might not be disaster for Wales if England beat USA. Yeah, that's the only solution, isn't it, Matt? I would still say, and I don't want to sound like a smug Englishman here, that even if you swap out Bellingham for Phillips, should be fine still. Swap out, I don't know, Kane for Wilson. Yeah, it should be okay. Give Cody a go in at centre-back. I still think those players should be able to be all right against the Welsh, shouldn't they? Stereophonics, yes. That was so good. Still chuckling. Oh, into the box come the Welsh. Neko Williams just miscontrols that. The ball's still live. Williams tries a Cruyff turn out for a goal kick. Also possible that Wales could get through with 2 points and the best goal difference, maybe. Who loses by the least, then I guess we're talking about against England. Yes, that is possible if we get draws all around. There have been some groups before where it's been draw, and everyone ends on 3 points. Very dull, but possible, isn't it? Can't see this Wales side getting anything against us. We'll see. Don't see England having any trouble in the group. Why is there no atmosphere in the stand? I couldn't possibly comment, Ben, if I'm not there. I always think it's unfair to comment on an atmosphere through the TV. You never really know unless you're there, do you? God, I have people asking me, I'll go to a game and I'll be in the home end or whatever, and they'll say, what did you think of the so-and-so fans? And I'll be like, I couldn't hear them. I'm sure they were very loud, but if you're up the other end, sometimes the away fans can sing all match. It can be really loud, but it's just how the sound travels, doesn't it? You get loud stadiums and quiet stadiums. God, Ipswich, since they took out the away stand, they built the second tiers on the ends behind the goals. Very hard to get it loud in there. Whereas when it used to be low down, I remember Sir Alex Ferguson saying it sounded like there was 40,000 in there. But it just doesn't hold the sound. Go to Millwall. I know they're loud, but that holds the sound, and it's massively loud in there. I think this Wales team work hard, but other than Bale, Ramsey, Wilson, not much class. Maybe true. Bale, low cross in, cleared out. Here is Bale, who we would all admit may not be now, but was definitely a world-class player, wasn't he? Williams crosses in low. It's deflected out again. Yes, nice and loud at Luton. I'll give you that one. Again, low roofs, everything close together, Stephen. It's the acoustic properties, isn't it? I think the debate about health of heading the ball started. Yes, I agree with that. You and Jeff Astle and concussion stuff. How on earth Johnson isn't in the team, I don't know. I think it's fairly obvious, isn't it, in terms of them wanting to play Bale, which is understandable. Moore working his way in, Johnson being young. I can see why. I don't think it's a how on earth. I don't disagree that he might improve them, though. Remember England being... Yes, they drew all three, didn't they, in 1982, Ian? Totally. Thoughts on Bale being the best British player ever thing? Well, it's just not true, is it? Bale's been very, very good, but obviously, even without England players, is he better than Dalglish? Is he better than best? I know we're into the British UK debate there with it being Northern Ireland, but yes. He's in the conversation. I agree. Free kick to the Iranians. In it comes, left footed. It's all the way to the back stick. That's gone out for a goal kick. Probably not even the best Welsh. Well, if you're talking about John Charles, then maybe not. And there's no knock on Bale. Amazing player, absolutely amazing player. But old grounds, you still get good atmosphere. New grounds. I mean, it's not true of all new grounds. Some of them do have. So, I mean, when you say new, it's like I class Huddersfield as a new build, and it went up in the mid-90s. But Rush, yeah, you can argue that Rush is better than Bale. Yeah, fairly reasonable. Ian Rush probably the best. I'm sure you could argue that Ryan Giggs is, equal or better. It's all subjective, isn't it? Hell of a player. Kane or Bale in their primes, again, not much in it, is there? George Best was the best player I've ever seen live. Oh, into the box it goes. Wilson's shot deflected. Oh, it just spooned up. The keeper was done. And over the bar. There you go. Mark Hughes as well. That's some really good players, Wales, haven't they? Bale, in terms of medals, Rush would have won the European Cup with Liverpool twice or once, would he? I'm trying to think. Liverpool won it 77, 78. He wouldn't have been there. How many European Cups did he win? 81 and 84? In comes the corner. Good gather. Has Rush got 2 European Cups? Sparky, hell of a player, yeah. The best Mark Hughes quote is when the doctors did a scan on his ankle and just sort of casually went, oh, okay, so everything's looking good. When did you break your ankle, by the way? And Mark Hughes goes, no, I haven't had a broken ankle. And the doctor's like, yeah, you have. Look, there's the break. I'm showing you on the picture there. Oh, I didn't realise. I've never had time off for a broken ankle. 2 European Cups, 81 and 84. How many has Bale got? Has he got like 5 or something absurd? Hughes, most famous for assisting Robbins for the goal that saved Fergie. The most famous goal in Ferguson's career. Well, other than Solskjaer has won it. But yes, at Nottingham Forest. What an assist that was as well. It's an outsider. No one mentions that, do they? The coverage has gone down there. It said 1-1 as well. I don't know if they're giving away the scoreline. 2 European Cups, 1 Super. Giggs wasn't a terrible player. That's an understatement. He's a very, very, very good player. Whether the score wasn't, I agree with that though. Did well, didn't they? Though under Gary Speed to begin with. Offside flag up. Won more than any other British player. Bale on fire. Giggs, Rush on fire. Absolutely. Yes, Neville Southall will definitely be in goal for a Welsh 11. He was a great keeper as well, wasn't he? Arguably, one of top 3, top 5 best in the world when he was when Everton were winning titles in the mid-80s. Here come Iran. It's worked down the right-hand side. Is that going to be a corner? Linesman didn't look too sure. You can always tell when they pass the flag from one hand to the other just to buy themselves a second. Sunderland's the best example of a new stadium with a good atmosphere. Yeah, great atmosphere at Sunderland. Again, it was built in, what, 96, 97? If this ends 1-1, I'm going to question reality. Yeah. I'm sure it means 1-to-1 is the aspect ratio, isn't it, John? But conspiracy theories ahoy. Prime Bale or Michael Owen? Michael Owen was ridiculous in his prime, and he was doing that when he was 18 as well, wasn't he? So maybe in their prime, possibly Owen. Obviously, Bale wins out massively on longevity, doesn't he? And Bale being a bit bigger, but Owen was... Goodness me. Favourite left field one? Yeah, Robbie Earnshaw. Great player, wasn't he? Williams throws it in. Good Welsh name, actually, that Michael Owen, isn't it? Metham. Down the line. Roberts heads down. Ramsey crossing position. Doesn't take the cross on. Back to Roberts. Poor ball from Roberts. Gareth Bale not backwards in coming forwards and telling him so either. I mean, he's right. We are into 4 minutes of stoppage time. What are my thoughts on all this added time? I think they're starting to get it a little bit less ridiculous. Oh, great volley pass and control now. I will answer that in a sec. But it's an Iran attack. Slid into Taremi, the number 9, in the box. Taremi, little poke. Can they get the crossover? Golizade knocks it backward. Now, cross comes into the near post. Oh, it's a good one. It's well defended in the end. Another chance for Azmoun. Despite the fact that Wales have had much of the territory here, those 2 openings, and he's a good player, isn't he, Azmoun? Plays up front for Leverkusen, so decent standard. It's good for him, Rodden just gets across, but his movement is very dangerous, isn't it? And he just does enough. I mean, I say he just does enough to put him off. He's stretching there as Moon. He just can't quite reach it. Maybe if Rodden hadn't been quite so tight, they would have been on him there. Sorry, thoughts on all the added time? I think their heart's in the right place, Ben. I just don't agree with the premise that you should judge added time on ball in play. That's not the point of added time. The point of added time is when there are stoppages. Whereas someone clearing the ball, you know, that could be a really good defensive action. And I just don't agree that time should be added on for that. Fair enough, time wasting. Yeah, fair enough, substitutions and whatnot if they're tactically minded. But yeah, I think we're barking up the wrong street there. Joe Rodden has just completely cleaned out his man and understandably got booked for that one. So, that's a really bad tackle by Rodden. He's well late and he completely takes Taremi out. Right decision there from the referee, in my humble opinion. Rodden goes into the book, and we'll stick the colourful ticker on there because Rodden's on it there with a yellow card. 50-50. I took the ball, ref. Yeah, right. Them's not the rules. Geez, that's very late. Iran playing well. Look good on defence, quick on the counter. Industrial. Luke, who's been the better team so far? Well, the chat are kind of saying, and I think on the basis of the bigger moments, probably just Iran in terms of chances created. There's not much in the game. We'll put the stats up in a sec in terms of territory. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, it is Wales, 66% on the possession. Oh, slip back. The free kick. It just broke in the box there. The shot's blocked. Yeah, Wales, 66% on the possession, 0.43 on the XG. Iran have got only 0.08 on the XG, but what that doesn't tell us is a couple of openings for Iran where the ball's played in and Azmoun doesn't quite stretch and get there. And the offside goal really should have been a goal if Golizade could hold his run. So XG tells us a lot, but it doesn't tell us about those close openings that didn't quite come to pass. And, you know, what would I rather have? I don't know, a header from a corner that's tightly marked and registers 0.15 on the XG, or, you know, that opening where you've viably torn someone apart. Right. We are at half time. It's 0-0. Decent first half. Wales must improve. Poor first half from Wales. Have we not had a red card? Has there not been a red card in this? It must have been a red card, Matt. There must have been. We normally get loads in the World Cups, don't we? Fair dues to the rest if they've gone this far. People are underrating Iran. I don't think they are, Ben, are they? After the first game and the 6-2, I think it's understandable that expectations were low after that, and I think people have been very fair on them actually in the comments, especially with their praise here. Right, 0-0 again. Let me just put those numbers up so you can actually see them on the screen. It's not just me babbling some digits. By the way, get your questions in. We'll do some halftime Q&A as we go. That one says subscribe. You can do that as well. But yeah, get your questions in over halftime. 66% possession for the Welsh. Yeah. You know, they haven't done that much with it in terms of making chances. I know they've got 0.43 on the XG, but we're nicest guy in jail, shortest guy in school level commentary there, aren't we? 4 shots apiece. One big chance going down to the Welsh. Yeah, we should mention that in deference to the Welsh, that maybe the best chance of the whole game fell to Kiefer Moore, didn't it? I'd forgotten about that one, actually. I think, are we going to see it now? Yeah, Roberts on the right wing, and he should score that, shouldn't he? Moore. Easy to forget about that one because it was fairly early on in the game. Real carbon copy of Raheem Sterling's one. Bit more fizz on the cross for Sterling's one. He had more to work with, Sterling. Moore had to put more pace on it, but I still think Moore will look back when they do the video analysis and think, yeah, probably should have scored that one. Get your questions in, guys, and your topics for halftime. I will just throw up the groups so you can see where we're at. We've got a live league table. Everybody loves a live league table. It's in the middle there. England obviously have 3 points from their win against Iran. As things stand, Wales have 2 and a neutral goal difference. Iran, well, they won't be going home yet, but they would need England. Oh, no, they'll be all right with a draw. It will go down to the last game, won't it? Yeah, whichever way, because USA have gone to 4, England gone to 6. They could still catch either on the last round. All very tight at the moment. Let's go to some Q&A. Get your comments in. It's halftime. Wales 0, Iran 0. Let's do some comments here. Are Wales being complacent here? Did they think Iran were just going to roll over for them? Possibly, but I don't think so, Leon. I just don't think they've executed as well as they could have. I think your comments about Brennan Johnson in the first half, he's a very straightforward player, Brennan Johnson, in the same way Kiefer Moore is a very straightforward player, but he's a threat with that lightning quick speed. We saw Vinicius just zoom, put the afterburners on yesterday, and I said exactly the same thing. Sometimes if you just have a really fast player, it can make the difference. The only problem is Iran do look fairly well organised, not just going to allow him a ton of space. But we saw in the championship, Brennan Johnson and Jed Spence were pretty lethal, weren't they, in terms of speed and attacking down the right. Wales too defensive. I don't think it's any one part of their game that's not clicked. I think they've got to link the whole thing together. Refereeing at this World Cup has been good in general. Yes, please. And more praise for referees, please, in the chat. When referees need to be criticised, that's fine. But I think we can do it with empathy, and we can not be, too insulting. And, when they've been good, it's important that we say they're good. I think it's too one-sided, the conversation from football fans about referees. Welsh passing is sloppy. Maybe in that final third, I would agree with that. Iran have looked more dangerous when they've attacked. I would agree with that, other than the Kiefer Moore chance. Brendan Johnson or Dan James. I mean, yeah, they're not short of pace on the bench. Oh, they agree with that. John, both sides had excellent chances. Iran seemed to look better on the ball. Maybe. And I do like the Iranian movement up top, particularly as Moon. Both sides more scared to lose than motivated to win it. So far, yes, I agree with that last comment, John. Surely that has to change when you get up above 65 minutes, doesn't it? Iran are here to play. Yeah, they've been fine, haven't they? Brennan over Dan James. Both good options, aren't they? Wales are too reliant on Bale and Ramsey to do something. Maybe. Yeah, maybe so. I've got no issue with sides being reliant on their best players. Often, if they're too reliant, that's less to do with Bale and Ramsey, isn't it? And more to do with the others. It's like, get involved, lads. Come on. Get goals. But yeah, it's not an unreasonable point, Leon, is it? Which red card was more costly, Beckham 98 or Rooney 06? I think Beckham 98 probably, because England played really well in that game against Argentina. That was one of those really... I think we had like 3 in a row, didn't we, where the penalty against West Germany, and that was a sickener. You know, Chris Waddle had hit the post and West Germany had scored a deflected goal. 96, you know, Gascoigne missing by about an inch, and that was golden goal as well, wasn't it? So unfortunate, just the big moments. Although Stefan Kuntz did have a goal disallowed, which, I don't know, I mean, you tell me. Rooney in 06, yeah, I suppose we had the golden generation. Do you know what? If I could throw, I know it's not the question Matt's asking, but the Rooney injury in 04, that was like having Owen in 98, wasn't it? Where you had a player who you think could win you the tournament, and Rooney could have won us the tournament in 04. And for God's sake, bloody Greece won. Oh, dear. And Rooney could have won us that tournament. Yeah. Maybe Bellingham can win us this one. It's different when it's not a striker, though, isn't it? What do you think Wales need to do in the second half? Well, on the back of Leon's comments, get the wing backs on the ball, Nico Williams and Connor Roberts. Try and progress the ball a bit more quicker. And yeah, they need more out of the 3 in central midfield, don't they? I'm not seeing Ramsey and Ampadu and Wilson getting dominant. With Wilson, if he's not, you know, on the ball in midfield, you may as well just stick him as a number 10 and be a bit more direct, you know, get it up. There's nothing wrong with playing direct. I think people seem to think it's a swear word, you know, just win. Win, for goodness sakes. But if you can get it into Big Kiefer and, you know, maybe get higher up the pitch by being a bit more direct, maybe that's what the Welsh need to do. And then, yes, it's very easy to look at a substitute, but yes, Dan James or Brendan Johnson and the speed might be something. And then it's just go for it, isn't it? Go for it. What have we got here? Refs have been very good at this tournament. Yes, Wales look, I wouldn't say very poor, but it's not great, is it, yet? That England side in 98 were a joy to watch, especially with Owen. What happened, John? 3-5-2. Glenn Hoddle looked like, you know, when we said England were always behind the times with 4-4 F2 and, you know, not planning the penalty takers out and, you know, just not being as savvy as defensively maybe as the Germans or the Italians. It looked like they were building it with Glenn Hoddle. And yes, I know Owen was unlucky with injuries, but don't forget, Alan Shearer was an English striker at that point. So you had another class goal scorer as well. Gascoigne on the back end, but a young David Beckham, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams was still going. David Seaman was a class keeper. Oh, don't. Oh, dearie me. That golden generation deserved a better manager than Eriksson. They all failed together, didn't they? But yeah, Eriksson was culpable as well, wasn't it? Important to give good referees credit. Agreed. And agreed the Rooney injury was worse than the Rooney word. James, I'm Welsh now. Welsh, and up to now I'm disappointed in the Welsh Can't talk, James. Disappointed. I think you've got a few non-Welsh people also disappointed in the Welsh performance so far. James and Johnson on, move Bale up front. I think Bale's trying to get up front. I just feel sometimes if you're not having possession, go a bit direct. It's fine. Push the wing backs. I'm not talking about going full Graham Taylor or Valerian Ismail, but it's fine. Get the ball forward. No law against that, is there? Did I watch Canada and Belgium? I didn't, David, and I know a lot of people have been full of praise for the Canadians. Obviously, I'm sure all of us making bargains with our with our partners and fiance, in my case, as if to say, look, if I watch this one, let's hang out here and I'll look after the baby at this point. So that Rooney injury in 04 was massive. Oh, he was so good in 04, wasn't he? Absolute animal of a player, Wayne Rooney in 04. What is your Wales player ratings? Not good, really. I thought Metham has been fairly decent at the back. Everyone else has been fairly sort of quiet. And you're really looking at Wilson, Ramsey and Bale, and can Big Kiefer get on the end of stuff? It's just not quite worked for the Welsh just yet. I watched a documentary on Bobby Robson last night. Fully believed that guy was the best England manager ever. What a lovely guy. Well, it's not fair for me to speak on that, James, because I'm an Ipswich Town fan, so I'm obviously incredibly biased when it comes to Bobby Robson. But yes, you can't argue with Sir Alf Ramsey, another ex-Ipswich manager, winning the World Cup. That is the greatest achievement in English football history. But yeah, in terms of the likability and and we always say this about England, but you talk about generations. Don't ever tell me England haven't had the players. They've just not done it at tournaments, haven't they? And even I think Sir Bobby would have admitted that. I mean, look, he had Lineker and Beardsley up front. You'd take it, wouldn't you? Waddle and Barnes could play on the wings. I know Robson was injured. Gascoigne and Robson, central midfield. Terry Butcher, Peter Shilton at the back end of his career, but some proper players there. They haven't played to more strength for me. No, I agree with that, John. That's what I'm saying about, look, get the wing backs up, get the ball in the box. I know I'm literally quoting Neil Warnock now, but he's right. Make defenders defend. Works sometimes. So what has been the best match? That's a great question, Ben. The worst match I've seen was Croatia-Morocco. The best match I've seen, probably the French, I think. I just enjoyed Mbappe and Griezmann, Giroud, and then they bring on Coman and the other lads off the bench, probably missing a few out. Why do you think Rooney regressed from 04? I think the honest reason is that he couldn't do anything other than regress, could he? I think he was a phenomenon at that age, wasn't he? And was he ever going to be as good again? It's very, very rare for players to keep that up right the way through their careers. We've just seen the great Ian Rush running in behind and finishing. What a player Ian Rush was. The best striker on the turn, I think. Not Dalglish was the best striker ever with his back to goal, wasn't he? But in terms of go and watch back some Ian Rush goals and the amount where he spun and finished. What a player. Clough, Robson, Ramsey, the best English. But yeah, I think we're talking about England managers rather than English managers. But yes, maybe Clough beats all of them, doesn't he, in terms of if it was just English. Had an interview with Rio Ferdinand saying Sven was bringing shirts and other stuff from his friends for Bex to sign. Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? That really doesn't work. Clough the best. Yeah, and we've got to make the distinction English and England. Clough might well be the best English manager. Sadly, never managed England. Shame. Media put huge pressure on. Well, that's every England manager, isn't it? Bloody media. There we go. Upside of being single. is being able... Oh, stop it, David. We don't want to hear about crippling loneliness. Remember, you're amongst friends here, and I'm not joking. We had a lot of people saying lockdown that coming and watching the watch-alongs. If that is meaningful to you in any way whatsoever, that's awesome, and you are amongst friends, of course. Rooney at 18 was lethal, had no place to go. Well, yeah, quite exactly. Matt, if Ecuador beat Netherlands today, Netherlands will probably finish second. Would you prefer to finish? Oh. Well, it's difficult. I was kind of thinking, I was doing all of that in the Euros, trying to get England to avoid Germany. But I think the conclusion I reached was just play well. I'd rather you were playing well and had a hard game than losing and avoiding difficult teams, I think is my take on it. Right. We are into the second half. Let me just bring the teams up. Wales 0, Iran 0. Here are your lineups. Thank you to the wonderful FootMob app, which I would recommend wholeheartedly, as well as the One Football app, who may or may not be returning for a sponsorship very, very soon. All excellent apps crossed into the back post. Right, let me give you your teams. Wales, Henessey in goal, Mepham, Rod and Davies. Roberts, Williams, wing-backs. Ramsey, Ampadu, Wilson, midfield. Bale, Moore up top. For Iran, Husseini in goal. Razin, Hassini, Poragli, Ganji, Mohammadi across the back. Golizade, Nurali, Etsitali, Safi across midfield, Taremi, Azmoun up top. There is one for Roden to shepherd out. Keep your comments coming. We'll give you a timestamp hopefully in a minute. Do not forget, please do hit the like button. Really, really helps us out. Hopefully we can appeal to some new subscribers, which is great. The ball is back with the Iranian centre-backs. Lumped forward, and it's gone all the way through to Wayne Henessey. Trying not to put my water bottle anywhere I can spill it. Famous last words now. No one clip that bit out. After footage emerges of me inevitably spilling my water everywhere. Oh, it's just a bit shaky at the back there from the well. So they're going to get it. Oh, they're not going to get it clear. Come on. Little bit messy there to start the half. Daz, unchanged tonight, I think. Best player so far, Gavi of Spain. Annoyingly, that was one of the games I didn't watch. The Spanish banging 7. In which game is more difficult for England out of USA and Wales? Probably USA, just. Yeah, John agrees. And yes, you're right, Alistair. That's a good plug. Second half predictions. How is this one ending? I have to say, it looks like we're getting either 0 or 1 goals. Surely it's under 2 goals in this game, isn't it? A 1-0 might win it. Here come Wales down the right. Roberts puts it in low, cleared away. Here is Davies. Davies give and go there. He's got it back. I'd say give and go. A pass and receive. He didn't really go anywhere. That makes my prediction inadequate. And we have an offside. Kiefer Moore. Right. What do we got? Predictions. 1-0 Iran, 1-0 Iran, 0-0 man of the match. We did give the ref man of the match, but he deserved it for... There was an amazing point. I can't remember exactly where he just yelled in someone's face really dramatically. It was absolutely brilliant. 1-0 Wales, Bale. Busy working, didn't see wonderful performance by Spain. No, annoyingly, me too. I think we're talking about Wales, better side there for Leon. Best and worst team in the World Cup, 0-0. 1-1 going to BBC's league. What do we got here? Ampadu playing well, said Ben thought he was good at Sheffield United. Playing in Serie A now for Spezia. Oh, bad giveaway. Here's Ramsey on the edge of the box. Ramsey can't quite sort his feet out. Disappointing that from Ramsey. And now here's a big feed through. They are in behind. Azmoun. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, what a chance for Iran. Oh, they've got really lucky there. Wales, they pushed forward. The attack's still on for Iran. It's a curler. They've hit the post again. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, how unlucky. Oh, they should have then scored the follow-up. Iran should totally be in front here. Oh, dear. There was a clear one-on-one for Azmoun. He should score there. He hits the inside of the post. Then on the next phase, on the recycle, it's unlucky they hit the post. He did nothing wrong there from the outside of the box. But then the diving header, they've got to score that, haven't they? Oh, man. Oh, we haven't seen a replay yet from FIFA. Iran so should be in front, shouldn't they? Oh, Wales, you got so lucky there. I mean, Hennessy's he's doing his best, but he's beaten on pretty much both of those shots. To be fair, he does make a good save from the header, doesn't he? But he shouldn't have been given a hope in hell there, should he? Wow. Roberts down the line to Bale. We're still waiting for the replay. I'll read your comments out after I've seen the replay. Oh, Moore up with the keeper and he heads it over the bar. Oh, more excitement in the last 2 minutes. Right, here we go. Was he onside? Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? From the action on the pitch. Haven't seen a side on. Oh, we're going to get great camera angle of this. I've been a bit unfair to Azmoun on the first one. It's not the sitter I made it out to be. It is still a 1v1. What a great strike for the second one. I think that was Golizadeh. I haven't seen the hard cam angle of the diving header. Oh, man. What a chance. Oh, right. Let's read some comments there. Post. What a chance. Post again. Oh my God, no way. Oh, dearie me. Finally some excitement. Should be destined to win after this one. Jesus. Iran's XG just gone up to 3.6. This has 1-0 Wales. There you go. Some predestination here. Wales need to get Johnson on now. Here he comes. I think both James and Johnson. Rob Page. This is the best of the nil effing nils. You love it. Rob Page sparked into action there, probably thinking, oh, I've got away with one there. Let's bring my subs in now. Maybe that will change the game. Looks like Dan James and Brendan Johnson are about to come on. Rob Page has seen enough, especially after getting away with that one. Wilson pops the free kick in. Not a good delivery. Wilson might not be long for this game, actually. I don't see him taking Ampadu out as his only defensive midfielder. He may well be going a back four here. But the Iranians are on the attack in the 10 position now. Taremi tries to slide it through. And Henessey hurls it out. The ball's not gone dead yet. Great to see the match going up a notch. Unlucky a run. They were unlucky. And to be fair, I think I made out that first chance was an absolute sitter. It wasn't. It was a 1v1. Roden got across, put the pressure on. He's not in line with the post as well. He drives it pretty well. Hennessy's well positioned. So it wasn't a sitter. It was a really good chance, though. I think I over-egged it on the first instance. Here come Iran again, though, with Golizadeh. Oh, lovely little back heel. And they do look decent when they get it moving. So I suspect we're going to go to a back four for the Welsh. So maybe one of the centre-halves is going to come out. And surely he's not going to take Bale or Moore. So probably, oh, chance again, blocked. Oh, they are living dangerously here, Wales. I think it's the left back there. Left winger there, Suffy getting into the box. And he drills a perfectly serviceable shot there. Maybe 0-0 should be good for Wales after all. Carlos Queiroz got Wales, but they look good, don't they? Iran making Wales look terrible. Iran can taste it. Agree with all of this. This match is well good now. These subs can't come quick enough. Agreed. Iran are playing. Yeah, agree with 99% of that in the chat there. So who's coming off? What is Rob Page going to do here? I'd imagine a centre-half. Is it an central midfielder or is Connor Roberts coming off? He's limping. I think they just got. No, don't see Roberts coming off. Corner comes in. That's why he won't take Kiefer Moore off. He wins the defensive header there. It would be very brave to take Moore or Bale off. Would be brave to take Wilson off, but I think he might do it. Wilson, maybe one of Wilson or Ramsey will come out and one of the centre-backs will come out, I think. We're just trying to second guess this substitution. Right. No, it is Connor Roberts going to come out. So one of the centre-halves is going to have to play right back, I think. Roberts and Wilson are coming out and Johnson and James are coming in. So as we expected, and we're going to get some derivation of 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, probably with a centre-back playing right back as well. If he plays Dan James at wing back, I'm all for that. That will be absolutely tremendous. I don't think he's going to, though. They've gone to a 4-2-3-1, haven't they? Which I do think will suit the central midfielders who've been a bit non-existent, Ampadu, Ramsey thus far. Here comes James. James' first touch is the cross into the box, headed down by Moore. Let me bung those subs in on the ticker. So in come Brennan Johnson, number 9, which I think we were expecting, weren't we? Dan James as well, number 20. Do you know the one I want to see again is the header. Are we going to see the header? Oh, the header is by far the best chance of the three of them. Those 3 quick Iran chances that came together. That was the one, wasn't it? It's a great strike to hit the post initially, but that was the one. Forgive me. I think it might have been Azmoun again in the box. That was the one. Let's have a look at the comments here. Go on, Brennan's son. Can he make an impact? I can see a world in which USA beat England. Why, Alessandro? We've seen some shocks already. I need a better reason other than we've seen some shocks already. Iran have been much better than us. Yeah, I agree with that one, though. Can't say the manager isn't going for it. No, I like the cut of the jib of the manager making changes. Carlos Queiroz is about to respond. Is he? Or is he just seeing the injury? Yeah, he's going to have to make a sub, isn't he? Iran scored twice against England. Don't forget, they did miss the radio, Floyd, but the game went really loose at that point. But you are stating facts there. Leon, thank you so much for that super chat. That's very kind. I will drink to that. Just want to say thanks for all the content you've provided, Ben. Thank you so much. Been a keen watcher since the 17-18 season. Wow. Keep up the good work. And please someone clip it, me saying in 20... When would that have been? When did Ipswich lose to... That was in 2017, wasn't it? I said in 2017, I said Chris Wilder's onto something here at Sheffield United. They got promoted and finished 9th in the Premier League. Although it's obvious to anyone watching how good a job he was doing there and then, and how good a side that Sheffield United was. In that game, I was warned about marauding centre-backs, and Chris Basham appeared in the box, not from a set piece, to head the winner. I learned a lot that day. Wind back. It's in the archives of my YouTube videos. Yeah. Shout outs to Leon. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very, very kind. Don't know why I said kind like that. What an idiot I am. Oh, nice looking cross there. Lovely cross. Big Kiefer was free at the back post. Who whipped that one in? Was it Ramsey? I don't think it was. Great cross. We're going to get another sub. Gareth Bale's just trying to G up the Welsh fans. Looks like and Serifard is coming on, who I think we saw playing for Forest, didn't we, for a wee short while. What's my go-to tea brand? This is where everyone's going to hate me because I'm going to give a very hipstery bohemian answer, but it's because I've done work as a singer. I have herbal tea, and when you've had herbal tea, those pucker ones, they're quite expensive. They're like £2 for 20 tea bags or something. But my go-to tea brand is pucker. Has a team ever qualified from group stage after losing the first game by such a heavy margin? I think you've stitched me up. I was about to say Spain won the tournament, didn't they? But you've then said by such a margin. So surely not, John. Surely. Right. Now, Wales on the attack. So I'm just pausing. I'm going to say this is why I like our debate and our chat so much better than the usual let's face it bollocks spoken by lots of people. Oh, well done, Dan James there gets back and covers that. Alessandro said USA will beat England. I said you can't just say that on the basis of an upset. Why? And he's told me why. USA just won't sit back trying to defend like Iran did. England's defence looks very shaky in USA. And there you go. And that's how we debate football. Brilliant stuff, Alessandro. I disagreed. I said justify that. And he did. And that's his opinion. And I kind of agree with him as well. If it is going to happen, that'll be how, won't it? So you lot are killing it in the chat. Not just with your insight, but with the way that we let other people have opinions and no one gets all upset about it, which is all too often what happens. But there you go. That team was something special. Basham O'Connell, like, brilliant. Yeah. One of my favourite championship teams that. There were three of my favourites that season, I have to say. And I have to say one of them quietly because I'm an Ipswich fan. But, yeah. Bielsa's Leeds and Farker's Norwich were very good. Here come Iran into the box, shot-driven, blocked-out corner to Iran. Wish I could have watched all the games. Schooled for the 10 a.m. games and the 1 o'clock games. Oh, what are you going to do, Ben? What are you going to do? And I can't pronounce these names. And Sarifad, underrated Forest player at the time. Anyone remember Portugal, Holland? No, I don't. 16 yellows, 4 reds. Sensational. The one I always remember, Matt, but I'm older than you, mate, was Germany and West Germany and Netherlands when who got red carded? Rijkaard and Voller were spitting at each other. No, Voller spat at Rijkaard. That's not fair on Rijkaard. They both got red carded, but the Germans had the last laugh. They won the game, didn't they? And won the tournament. And believe me, that Netherlands team, someone fact check me. Can someone fact check me on the 1990 Netherlands team? But I'm saying Van Basten, Rijkaard, Gullit, Koeman, some brilliant, brilliant players. There, England will smash the USA. I hope you're right. Nick, I have to say, if Iran don't win this, they will be kicking themselves. Agree with that as well. Especially that triple chance. And it was the header, wasn't it? The last one, the ball comes off the post, he reacts quickly, but the header there is 6 yards out, isn't it? Was it the other way round? Was it Volleyball? I apologise if I'm besmirching someone's character. Chris, I look like Alexi Lalas these days. Beat England in a... Chris, real men wear their hair long. As well, you know, my friend. Chris is a legend. Good friend of mine. Get your shouts in. Best player so far at the World Cup. It's got to be Richarlison after last night, hasn't it? Or maybe that's just best goal. Bellingham. You do resemble that. I'll take that, Alan Rickman. I don't want to be Alan Rickman in Love Actually, where he cheats on Emma Thompson. Who would cheat on Emma Thompson? Madness, I tell you. And she forgives him, though, doesn't she? Yeah, be Alan Rickman in Harry Potter, not Alan Rickman in Love Actually. Gavi or Ricky? Ricky, don't lose that number. England have never beaten you. Is that true, Mike? It's changing tonight. In the words of Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman, it starts tonight. Here come Wales. Oh, into the near post from Johnson. Oh, Bale, I think he tried to back heel it. He's just crowded out. Robin Hood, absolutely. Are we going through the Rickman catalogue now? It's difficult, isn't it, for those actors that were in Harry Potter, it then just kind of just obliterates everything else they ever did because it was so seismically brilliant and bigger than anything that they could ever dreamed of. I've heard the guys that were in Friends say, yeah, it was the most amazing thing that... It's like the best thing and the worst thing that happens to you being in Friends or Harry Potter. Yes, it's the best thing you'll ever do, but also you'll never, ever top it, will you? Whatever you do afterwards, however brilliant the actors in Friends were or Harry Potter, they'll always be the guys from Friends or Harry Potter, won't they? Here comes, and for God's sake, and Sarifard, who used to play for Forest at one point. Let me put him on the ticker. Wearing number 10. There's absolutely no chance of me spelling this right first time, so I'm going to look away for 1 sec. Number 10, and Sarifard. Bit of blind typing there for you. There we go, all updated on the ticker. Don't forget to hit like. I know it's 10 in the morning. We'll be back tonight for Ingerland. Harry Potter was Lord of the Rings made in 2000s for me in terms of media. Oh, so good, wasn't it? They all used to end up rotating, didn't they? Star Wars, Potter, and Lord of the Rings. Say, where are my bloody detonators? If you say please. Oh, I've said it now, haven't I? Damn. During lockdown, Shaylee and I watched all of The Hobbit and then all of Lord of the Rings in a row. It was tremendous. I also ate a lot and put on weight. Slipped in, looking for... it was then Sarifard, actually. Asmoon has come off. I like the look of him, actually, though. I don't think he's 100% fit. Hot dogs for the England game, yes. Lord of the Rings, the best trilogy. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is great, isn't it? Toy Story? Oh, no, it's not a trilogy, is it? No, that doesn't count. Sorry, you're right. I would say Godfather, but the second one's like way better than all the others, whereas Lord of the Rings is pretty steadily good all the way through. Yep. Well, you have to do Hobbit first, don't you? Else none of it makes sense. But yeah, we went Hobbit, 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 Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings. Brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I don't think Shaylee likes that nerdy, adventure stuff too much. Although we did do Game of Thrones together, so. Back to the Future. Oh, yeah, that's a great, yeah. Actually, I would have Back to the Future over Lord of the Rings. In comes the corner from Iran to the back post. They've recycled. Oh, it's clipped back in. They've got a man over here. Headed down. Oh, he didn't get the right header on that. There were two players arriving in the 6-yard box there for Iran. Oh. Pedri or Gavi. I'm Team Pedri on that, but they're both brilliant, aren't they? Lord of the Rings, 32 minutes, 30 minutes too long. Other than that, superb. Yeah, loved it. Daniel Radcliffe is not very charming, though, Mike. I've never met him. Separate the art from the artist, of course. Do you know what? I was driving into London once, and let me just break off for this attack. In comes the cross from the left, and it's shanked out. I was driving. I can remember exactly where it was. You come all the way. That's the A. Is it the A10? And then you're just about to. I was driving to Camden, and sorry, I will finish this boring anecdote in a minute. In comes the cross, edge of the box. Oh, bouncing shot. That would have been difficult for Henessey. It's headed away. And a car pulled alongside me, and I looked to my right, and Emma Watson, Hermione, was in it, and I didn't fanboy out. I looked at her, I smiled, and then I looked back. She's probably thinking I was hitting on her. Obviously, I wasn't. I'm not that kind of guy, guys. Not that she would have been interested in a hairy miscreant like me, but that's as close as I've come to meeting. No, that's not true. I have met one of the stars of Harry Potter. I've met Ron Weasley, Rupert Grint. There's picture evidence of that as well. Oh, driven in. Oh, it's a good save by Henessey. Iran are going to win this game, aren't they, for goodness sakes? Oh, it's a really good effort, that, by Ezzatullahi. They're taking the corner quickly now. Can they make another chance? It's clipped into the back post. Oh, they're all over Wales. Oh, he was arriving there. Poor Agli Ganji. Look at this for a strike. That's a really good strike. It couldn't have been much better hit. It's right in the corner. Really good save by Henessey there. Tips this around the post. I know it doesn't work in terms of deserve to win. You know, you have to stick the ball in the net, don't you? But the numbers tell us that the better side is by far Iran now. Referee's just sorting some grappling here. Wales hanging on. This result does nothing for either, apart from making them all huge England fans later. Right, yeah. Come on, Wales, back it up. Yeah, absolutely. Great save. 9 out of 16 games of penalty. Will we see one in this match? We will find out. What year did I see it? Oh, God. Emma Watson, what, 2015, 16 maybe? Corner comes in near post. Well played, Henessey, who's a bit of a star man for Wales at the moment. Would anyone disagree? Henessey's been Wales' best player after the couple of saves he's made now. And also the lack of competition in that regard. Who's happier with this result? Wales, surely now, given the chances. Wales will be 2 unbeaten. Maybe not the better side, but they've got a tougher game coming up. Iran will be happy knowing they just need to beat the... 100%. Iran doing a Canada at the moment. Yes. Although, I suppose, doing a Canada would be ultimately losing, wouldn't it? So, I went to see The Hobbit with my girlfriend at the theatre, and after 20 minutes, she went, stop it. No way. That's not cool. Queued up with Helena Bonham Carter. And she had the face of "Don't talk to me." Oh, she's amazing, though, Helena Bonham Carter, isn't she? Speaking of Helena Bonham Carter, Tim Burton walked past me. I didn't walk past him. He walked past me once at the Royal Albert Hall at the Music of Tim Burton show I was at. He didn't have the face of "I don't want to talk to you," but he was very much, I'm going to quickly move to my box. And I did the polite thing of, okay, fine. Away you go. But I did meet Rupert Grint at a festival in, where was that? Do you know what? I think it was in St Albans or something like that. I can't remember. There is picture evidence of that if you look on my Instagram or my Facebook. This result stays the same. In England beat the US. The Iran-US game will be very intense. Like an Iran-US game wouldn't be intense anyway. But yeah, totally right. My better half chooses to treat Lord of the Rings like blue. She refuses to watch it. There we go. Helena Bonham Carter is so beautiful. Oh, God, absolutely, yeah. And I think charisma makes you beautiful as well, doesn't it? And she exudes that. Although, didn't she do a scene in that Greg Davis thing where she's on the toilet? Even the most beautiful people, it's hard to be beautiful on the toilet, isn't it? Hey? Don't know where we're going with this conversation. Met Robin Williams. Wow. Tremendous. One of the all-time great comedians, surely. Fancied her in Harry Potter as a kid. Helena Bonham Carter or Emma Watson? Me as a kid. There you go. Yeah, that's allowed. You can't. Have you seen that scene in Modern Family? Where what's the character in Modern Family? Phil is going on about fancying Hermione. It's very funny, very awkward, obviously, but very funny. Plus, she's a phenomenal actor. It sounded a bit dodge. There we go. Dressed in like the bag lady. Greg Davis, yeah. Greg Davis is so funny. Oh, I love him. Have you watched Cuckoo, Ian? It's so good. Still have a massive crush on Emma Thompson. Yeah. No comment, but a very beautiful woman and a very talented woman. So we don't objectify her. Says Mike with his hot Polish wife. Right, 78 on the clock. I did just miss another sub, didn't I? Jahanbakhsh comes on, the ex-Brighton player. Well, here comes Dan James down the left-hand side. Looking for a free kick there. Did not get one. Let's all have a laugh at me trying to spell Jahanbakhsh. Actually, I'm going to get a chance to look it up here. Oh, God, it was a triple, wasn't it? Sorry. Let me write them all down. We were too busy talking about our favourite actors and actresses that I missed. Tarabi also coming on and Chechmi. It's all getting a bit fraught here. It remains 0-0. What number is Chechmi? Number 15. Worth. Edison or Allison? Can't answer that one. Handbags. There we go. Wales seem to be throwing themselves to the floor. They need anything they can get at the moment, the Welsh. They don't look favourites to win this one, do they? Man of the match, the Wales goalpost. It's not the goalkeeper between the sticks in the Wales goalpost. I thought it was going to be Asmoon, the forward, but he got substituted, didn't he? Man down is a bit of a disappointment. Cuckoo is great. First, Helen Baxendale. Yeah, we've come full circle because she was Ross Geller's girlfriend in Friends, wasn't she? She was the rival to the Ross and Rachel love story, the greatest love story in TV, apart from Ted Danson. What's Ted Danson's character called in Cheers? What are the two characters called in Cheers? I can't remember. Henessey man of the match. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God. Sam Malone and oh God, what's her name? Shelley Long's the actor, isn't it? I can't think what the name of her character is. What's the name of the female lead in the character's name in Cheers? I literally watched every episode in the last couple of years. Down with cramp is Ezatolahi. Diane. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Sam and Diane. Which makes me think of that John Mellencamp. That's Jack and Diane, not Sam. Let's tell about Jack and Diane. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the pain of living is gone. That one. Boom, 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 boom. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. That's a great song, that, isn't it? Damien, you absolute legend. Former The Swan. Nice to hear you in good company. Well, eBay. Damien, you absolute legend. I was once playing six-a-side with Damien. And Damien, did you break your foot or your ankle? Ow. Speaking of football, obviously he was a great landlord as well. The 6-2 looks an even better result, which clearly means we win. Yep, 100%. That logic is completely foolproof, John. I'm buying it. Rob Page gone to the toilet. Not surprised after all the attacks come in. Is this one ending 0-0 then? Two poor teams in this game. Wales must be worried. Yes, agreed. Missed the whole first half, but Iran has been like this the second half. Yeah, night and day compared to the England game. Did I miss Alan for Ampadu? Maybe, Mike. It would appear. That's strong. That's good, Ben. Mellencamp. Oh, he's crossed in. Knocked off. It's going to be a chance. Davies. Oh, they nearly won it, the Welsh. Oh, it's a good hit from Davies, the centre-back. It's really good from Kiefer Moore. He lays it off. Shot driven in. I think this one's going in, isn't it? Let's have a look. Or is it going over the top? I need to see from the camera angle behind him. Looked like a good hit. Keeper felt the need to put it over the top. Ramsey, corner. Ben in. Oh, they would be, well, put Wales' name on the trophy if they win this game, because they have been under the cosh. Right, Mike was right. I need to put Joe Allen in. He came in for Ampadu. Oh, I think, is Henessey going to get sent off here now? He's just clashed with one of the Wales, with Taremi. Was that the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? The yellow is out. Oh, be really interested to see that one. It's clearly a foul by Henessey. Did he deny an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? Was the Iran player going to get to the ball? If he was, it's an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Referee says no. He waited his time. I wonder if VAR will get involved in this? Let's have a look. Get involved in the chat. Is this a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity? Let's have a look. He's inside his own half, so he's not offside. Oh, he's got to get red carded for that, hadn't he? Or is the defender going to get there first? He could even get a serious foul play one, couldn't he? Is he endangering the safety of the opponent? Possibly he is. I wonder if VAR is going to overrule that yellow. Yes, I think he's going to get red carded, isn't he? Ref's going to have a look. Wayne Henessey, I think he's going to get sent off. It could be one of two things here. He could either be the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, or he could get serious foul play here. Yeah, serious foul play for endangering his opponent. The knee's up in the face, isn't it? So I don't think they're looking at denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Oh, they're looking at both, actually, aren't they? I don't think he has denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity because it goes straight through whether he fouls him or not. I think Williams is going to get to the ball first. Is it serious foul play? It's not a good tackle by Henessey, who we were thinking about man of the match. If he goes like this, he's going to send him off. He's off, isn't he? Red card for Wayne Henessey, about to come out of the back pocket. I think, looking at the way the VAR did that, that's serious foul play for the neck-high tackle rather than denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. And Henessey is off. And Wales now, never mind winning this, have just got to hang in there. Ouch, is all I'll say to the challenge. Sorry, I can see tons of comments coming in. I think I probably agree with the decision. I have to say, Henessey is off. Bugger, indeed. Henessey back to reality. Iran have got it. Yes, they've got to go for it now, haven't they, against 10 men. First red of the 22 World Cup. Good news for England. Yes, that is very good point. Damien Helen is right. He will, of course, miss the England match. Danny Ward comes in. Aaron Ramsey takes one for the team here because of the red card. Of course, he's none too happy about it, but the team takes precedence. Ward, number 12. He's got to get warm nice and quickly, Ward, the Leicester City. Am I right, Leicester? Let me just double check. I've seen him play this season, for God's sake. Saw Leicester play Forest this season, didn't I? They've got to go for it, haven't they? All subs used, is it? Interesting. David, legend from the Blue Monday chat. Welcome, sir. Oh, goodness me. Was he offside on the pass? I believe Vindaloo is inside his own half, so he was not offside. Nasty. Wow. Time to hit the showers. Red all day. I don't think it was denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunity. I think it was serious foul play. We'll find out from FIFA, won't we? Shot comes in, blocked. Iran are piling the pressure on here. Inside the D. Oh, just over the bar. Oh, Iran are going to kick themselves if they don't win this one. How close was that? I need to see the angle from behind. Here we go. David, legend, €10. Oh, that really misses. Oh, my God. That missed by like that much. Oh, Iran. How are they not winning this? Oh, are they going to flash up on the screen whether that was serious foul play? Oh, my God. David, thank you. €10 on the super chat. Wolves FI. €3.70. Thank you guys so much for the support. How are Iran not winning this football match? They've hit the post twice, including a one-on-one and a diving header there. That one literally missed by that much. Yes, Mike's right. We will expect 8 to 10 minutes added on, especially with the red card and the VAR. Serious foul play, we think, is the decision rather than denial of obvious goal. They checked both on the VAR. You could see them checking where Naco Williams was, and that they did seem to go back to the knee and the height of the knee, which would imply the red card was for serious foul play. We will find out. Hey, it does not matter. He's off. I mean, it matters, but sorry, I'm being silly. Of course it matters, Daryl. You are totally right. But the end result, what I'm very clumsily saying, is the same thing. How have they not won this? Yeah, between the post and the... I didn't even think there was a gap between the post and the stanchion big enough to get the ball through straight on. The Welsh fans there, that little boy in the crowd there, looking as nervous as can be. I'm not surprised. Right, how much stoppage time are we getting, guys? How much stoppage time are we getting? Come on, Wales. They need your support, David. 9 minutes added on. Oh, they're into the box here, the Iranians again. It's not back. Oh, good defending. Oh, dearie me. 9 minutes. You're right, John. If anybody was offended by one of the comments just made in the chat, please accept my apologies. I have hit the block button, and we apologise to anyone who is Welsh in the chat. What are you going to do? What can you do about some of these comments apart from hit the block button as quickly as possible? It's a free kick to Wales. Can they get first contact on this and get this to land anywhere near Gareth Bale is all I'll say. They've got first contact. Johnson's put it inside. Oh, Kiefer Moore, if he'd had a good touch there, could have got the shot off there. Unbelievable. Safe to say this 0-0 has been a lot more entertaining than Morocco one. Quite how the Iranians have not won it, I do not know. Shaylee's friend Tara at school, my only Iranian friend, everyone claims to know someone, will be very disappointed. Can I claim to know Samad, her husband, as well? England watch along, 100%. See you tonight, Andy. Credit to Wales for digging in. You're right, though, Matt, with that next thing. Bit of luck. 1 or 2 goal loss. They might get... Yeah, Matt's totally right. He's done his maths. Could amazingly have someone qualify on 2 points, which is a rare occurrence, but is, of course, possible. Or is it possible? No, I don't think it is possible, is it? So, if England beat... I'll do my maths in a sec, but if England beat USA, they'd have 1 point. And then, yeah, oh, no, you're right, Matt. Yeah, and Wales, no, you're totally right. Because then USA could draw with Iran in the last game. And then we'd have a load of teams on 2 points. Just be the best, worst team there, couldn't you? John, stop that now. My Iranian work colleague will be raging if they don't win that. I'd just like to say, Tara, I'm on your side. And if you want to send me any of that Persian lamb that you make, I will eat all of it. Do you know what, actually? Tara hosted mine and Shaylee's baby shower and made Iranian food, and it was tremendous. She made this melon drink as well. I don't know whether that was Iranian or not. Right, here they come. Iran on the break. It's not a good ball. To be fair, Nako Williams in minute 93 shows really good fitness there to get back and win that one. Iran have a throw. If there is a winner in it, it's either going to be a Wales set play or Iran making the most of their progression. Nako is, so yeah, isn't he? Good player. Loved him at Fulham last year, Williams. I don't know if Mike is still there, but Mike treated me, let's just say, to a great Fulham game, and we very much enjoyed Fulham's fullbacks. Literally, Fulham are one of the most attacking teams I've ever seen in the Championship. And one of the Iranian fans is giving it the old Thomas Frank there, suggesting that Danny Ward is taking too long. Well, if we've learned anything about this tournament, is that time wasting will not be tolerated. So we'll see if they add on the requisite amount of time. 94 4 on the clock. A high foot there, none too dissimilar to Wayne Henessey's, and exactly the same position. He's going to get a yellow, though. Not a good one. Definitely endangered the safety of Chris Mepham. A referee gets that one right. Obviously, the difference with Henessey's is that he piles into the man. So the force a little bit more excessive, to use the wording. Is this scripted for a Bale set play? They're winning the tournament. Fullbacks living on the halfway line, Mike. Don't you mean on the edge of the penalty box? Brilliant, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Great side, that. Helps if you got Alexander Mitrovic up front at championship level, doesn't it? Moore going down the left. Can Wales create something? Oh, it's good play. Kiefer Moore into the box. Oh, he can't cut it back. Oh, have they given it away in the box? Where's Bale? Oh, it's true. Oh, they've got really lucky. Brennan Johnson in the box. Oh, Wales nearly made a chance there. Oh, my God. They just need one of them to go somewhere near Bale. It's really open. To be fair, both sides, fair dues to Wales. They've got 10 men. They're going for the win. But here come Iran. Edge of the box, shot blocked. Oh, dearie me, from Rezian, the right back who got booked. Oh. USA win over England would be a disaster for these two. Would make the final week be a disaster for England. But, 50-50 looked like that could have ended nastily. Here come Wales. This is great stuff. I'm quite impressed, to be fair, that the 10 men of Wales are actually going for the win here. They know that 1 point here, Wales, isn't that much good, is it? It'll put them on to 2, but then they know they've still got to get something against the English, who are the favourites in the group. Bale falling on his stomach trying to win a free kick there. What's going on? Is Bale asking for the foul or the throw-in? He's asking for the foul. What's the referee given? I don't think he's got that one right, has he? Was it a foul on Bale? Deary me. In comes the throw-in. Can Iran get a decent ball in? The answer is no. It wasn't a foul. The referee agrees with you, Jigsaw. Never seen two teams absolutely knackered. Half the players are cramping up. And they're still going for it. You love to see it. Do you know what they should do? They should just play until someone wins now, shouldn't they? Just go for it. That'd be tense, wouldn't it? Defensive. Here come Iran. Oh, he slid in low, trying to find Taremi there. Cleared away. Oh, can they get Brennan Johnson on the counter-attack? No, they can't. 97-40 out of 99. I think we'll go over the 99, probably by about 30, 45 seconds as well, given there's been a couple of stoppages in the stoppage time. Iran still trying to get this winning goal. It's cleared out by Allen. Edge of the box. Shot driven in. Oh, they've scored. Iran have scored in the 98th minute to defeat the Welsh. It's driven into the corner. The Iranis, all the substitutes piling on the pitch. Carlos Queiroz gets mobbed. They've probably deserved it, but they've won it in the 98th minute. And Wales, I'm afraid, I think, are going to be going home. Wow. Oh, you can't say they haven't deserved it, have they, Iran? Rob Page looks on. He told his side, look, try and win the game, even with 10 men. And the Iranians, oh, they're going to get the win. They're going to move on to 3 points. Terrible news for the USA as well. It's a great finish into the corner. Oh, who's the goal scorer? Deary me. It's one of the subs, isn't it? He's going to be an Iranian national hero. Oh, Chechmi, he's a centre-back, isn't he? Wow. Oh, Joe Roden looks behind him and sees the back. Look at the Iranian bench. Look at that. They're all off the bench celebrating. You have to say they deserve it, don't they? Wow. Oh, Henessey would have saved it. What a goal. What a finish. Class goal, great strike. I said 1-0 Iran. Can't say it's not deserved. That's how to win a game of football. Iran run riot. Incredible. They deserve it. Deserved that. Deserved. Wow. Deserved. They do, don't they? Oh, goodness me. Oh, wow. No way. What scenes, my word. What a goal. Oof. Oh, my God. Oh, dearie me. Wales have just got to fire everybody forward. Great strike. Get that statue erected now. BBC said it'd been 1-1. Oh, but can Moore get in? That's not Moore, it's Johnson. My head's gone after that goal. Oh, goodness me. Iran, what are you doing? They deserve it, don't they? They played really well in the second half. And that group looks really bad now for the USA. And if Iran can draw against the US in the last game, they are going through. Another national holiday. Now wanting the USA win more and more. Absolutely not. I can't get behind that. Here come Iran. They are 2 against 2. Can they nab a second goal? They've got a man over. It slid in. They're going to score again, are they? Oh, yes, they are. Well played, Iran. What a moment for the Iranians. The Welsh dead on their feet, and Iran have broken through. And it's a beautiful finish by Rezian, the fullback. Wales 0, Iran 2. How about that? Wow. Well played, Iran. They've judged this perfectly at the end. It is 2-0 to the Iranians. Oh, those poor Welsh fans who've travelled out there. I haven't even updated the ticker. My head's completely gone. It's a lovely dink finish in the end. They saw it opening up. Wales had to pile everybody forward, didn't they? They had nobody back. Joe Allen loses the 50-50. It's 2-on-2, and then it's 3-on-2. Then it's 4-on-2 in the end. They knew the goal was coming. What about that for a finish, though, guys? He's a right back. Remember, just dinks it over the keeper. Composed as you... Great finish there, isn't it? Into the middle of the goal. Well played, Iran. Well played indeed. Brilliant stuff from the Iranians. Commiserations to the Welsh. And they are in all kinds of bother, needing to beat England in the last game. Oh, goodness me. Iran by far the better team. The right result. Great counter-attack. 3-1. Pack your bags, bail. Indeed, Welsh fans in tears. We don't like to see that, but it is deserved. And well played, Iran. They got battered 6-2 by England in the first game. They have shown great character to come back and win this one. Gareth Bale looks like he knows that the Welsh are going home. And it looks like a great player, Gareth Bale. It's the end for him in big tournaments. And maybe for the Welsh. Incredible turnaround at the end of this game. We thought the 98th minute winner was enough. They scored in the 101st minute as well. There is the group table. Let me just zoom in on that, if my computer is going to let me. Hopefully you can see that nice and clearly. England, 3 points. Iran, 3 points. USA, 1 point. Wales, 1 point as well. If England win tonight, we know England are through. And then at that point, the Welsh cannot catch the English. If England win tonight, then we know the US can't catch the English. Iran, if England beat USA tonight, Iran will only need to draw against the USA, and they are through. USA, if they don't win tonight, will need to beat the Iranians in the last game. Let's get your final comments, guys. Fair play, Iran. They deserved it, didn't they? Let's have a look just at your comments. Well played, Iran. Iran manager just been strangled. Fun watch long. Thank you. What else have we got here? Deserved the win 11 versus 11. Agreed. Wales a million miles behind first half and against USA. Yeah, they were. They haven't played well, Wales. Have they? Carlos Queiroz is loving it. He deserves that credit he's getting now. Is that good or bad for USA? It's very bad. Although I suppose at least they know they've got to beat them at the end. There's no messing about there. Wales underperformed. Iran were excellent. Agreed. Ashley Williams and Ian Rush not looking impressed. See you later, everybody. Don't know whether I'm doing Senegal. We'll figure it out in a minute. I don't know whether my voice can take it, but there we go. Cheers, everybody. Legendary stuff here on the Watch Along. I'm just going to click your comments up now. I can't read them all. Tremendous stuff. David, thank you so much. $2 Canadian in the chat there. Thank you to everybody for joining me. Hit like before you go. Thank you for all the contributions. Great to see you. Nice to hear from you as well, Damien, in the chat there. We'll figure out whether I'm doing Senegal or not, or whether I've got other stuff to do, but I'll definitely be back for England later on. Thank you all for watching. Wales 0, Iran 2, over and out.